Welcome back to Hack and Slash. Where were we?
We were trying to decrypt the princess, I think.
Trying to decrypt the princess.
Or something.
What book do we have in our fourth slot? drmroof.lua.
You
Great.
just said, like, encryption to always evaluate...
Oh, yes.
Decrypted to always evaluate to true?
So,
We haven't determined if that actually does anything yet.
yes, so we need to ascend the roof, and find out if we have successfully decrypted the princess. Dun dun dun.
Oh.
Ho ho ho!
It's labeled Data Content Game, Dower Tower Rooms, Princess Chambers.lua.
Let's take it. Okay. I can't read it though.
Oh. It may be...
Failed to load failed to load content game Dower Tower Rooms Princess Chambers. Room may be corrupted.
Okay, so, we have told the game that it is decrypted, but it may actually still be actually encrypted.
I see. Just as Princess Chambers' copy is encrypted and cannot be opened. Whoops. Encipher book.
What does that blue text say?
Let's find out. Whoops. With this incantation, the princess I do bind and protect. So that may be our decryption key.
Okay.
Let's actually
Correct this?
correct this and do it the straight up way.
You probably need to put the book back first.
Let's put the actual Princess Chambers,
Mm-hmm.
not the Princess Chambers copy, though we could do that.
Just getting a checkpoint.
Oh, I guess so. Alright. With this incantation, comma?
I don't know.
This I do find and protect. I don't think that was it. Well, you know what? With this incantation, the princess I do bind
No
and
comma.
protect. No comma. Under what circumstances does this open up? clearly, if is decrypted... This is on decipher key set. File book. Data. Get the decipher buffer. Book data key. Decipher. Does it successfully decipher?
So deciphered is like the actual deciphered text, I believe. And it's just doing the like if it's null, it's false. Sort of
Right.
thing.
Okay, yeah. I get that. I believe this. Update beam. So this should be working. What's the 36? Whoa, what's all this?
What's what?
Undecipher key set. Oh, hold on. Hold on a second. So, if not deciphered, go to 27. 27. Get Alice. Get sound component. Load nil. Then play corruption machine shutdown.
Oh, do you
Nil
think the if
1.5.
you think that if is inverted?
But this is weird, though. No, it plays this cue in the event that it's not.
Well, remember when you were typing and it made a sound every time you typed a letter?
Did?
Yeah. Oh, your beam vanished.
So it did.
That's promising.
We're decrypted.
Okay,
Should we try this door?
I think so.
Oh, look, it's Florentine. There's a trigger here. Do we want this trigger?
Probably.
There's a bird. And a fish. Let's do this.
You're here. We win, hooray!
You know who I am?
Ah, yes, I am you.
Excuse me?
Have we dealt with Christo?
Yeah, but I'm more concerned with why you're me.
She isn't me, so she's probably not some kind of strange projection where we only see ourselves. Indeed, I am not. Need we delve into this? I suspect I've been imprisoned quite a while.
Yeah, start delving.
Very well. We've earned it, I suppose. I'm Florentine, princess and rightful heir to the kingdom. Christo, the wizard, had ingrained himself in the business of the castle and befriended my father, the king. When I discovered I had the ability to bond with a red sprite, you do understand the significance of the red sprite, don't you? Nope. More or less. By the wizard's will and power, the red sprite is the key to the algorithm rooms. He saw me as a threat to his uniqueness. Using his powers, he manufactured monsters in the woods and brought them to war against the kingdom.
Do I talk this much?
You're taciturn to the point of being rude.
Hey!
When the monsters attacked, my father was terribly wounded. Father abdicated power to the wizard before he died. Christo was to turn over the kingdom to me once the danger was past, or presumably once I showed myself capable of leading the kingdom in such a time. he ensured the danger remained, and after he made the castle so impenetrable that I could be hidden away, he imprisoned me in this timeless place.
You're not really addressing my question.
I'm just coming to that. I anticipated Kristo's treachery. I was rapidly coming to have the same knowledge as he, and by no magical means. He was clearly a fraud. After he failed to dispose of Isis, the scientist and his former mentor, he did fail, didn't he?
She saw it coming too and made it to the backup lab.
She's got a cat. Good. After that, I knew he would come for me soon enough. I found myself in the library and made a copy, with some minor tweaks.
Oh, bits.
That copy was you. Us. I knew you would save me, because I would. And so the princess went on, explaining the history of the kingdom. To be honest, I kind of lost track. But that was kind of the end of our first great adventure.
Insert name here. You're monologuing out loud.
Well, duh. How else are you supposed to do it? But that is not the end of our story. Dragon and Fox and Florentine went on to rule the kingdom with a deft hand. Deft hands. We freed the prisoners and maintained very low recidivism rates.
Good idea. We should do that.
I agree. Wait, is he still going? And I became the king of the sprites.
I don't think that's going to happen.
But most importantly, I repaired the damage to the kingdom.
Insert name here. If you wrap it up, we could actually go do some of those things.
And made lifelong friends.
The end?
The end.
Ta-da!
So, what do you think?
It's pretty cool. Now, I happen to notice that as we have this on Steam, as I was looking at it, there's Steam Workshop stuff, and I think you can like create custom levels and custom content.
I actually read that they've recently released the source code to the game to make modding easier. But I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it really solidly delivers on its premise.
Yeah, God, the pacing was so weird though. Like, for a long time, it was kind of an adventure game with the theme of manipulating the game and hacking the game. And then, toward the end, like, it actually, like, there was a sudden break where it suddenly starts dramatically fulfilling the premise. To an extent that it barely even hinted at earlier on.
I mean, like, right after you get the loop, you get the bombs and access to the library.
Yeah, and it's just like bam, bam, bam in rapid succession. And suddenly it's like, holy crap, the whole game source code. Now you can't freely rewrite it because they don't actually give you the tools to freely rewrite it. You never do get that much flexibility. And there's still some
Puzzliness.
Yeah, puzzliness to it because you can't just like. But yeah,
So, anything else you want to try with this game before we wrap it up?
Not off the top of my head, no.
I'd be interested in bombing a chest.
Bombing a chest. Okay.
And possibly also seeing if we can get the no-clip thing to work.
How far back do we go? What's all these blank rooms?
No. Oh, probably the library.
Oh.
Given those are actually procedural rooms. Yeah, that has to be the library.
Oh, here we are. Magic Gates. Let's just drop back to Magic Gate.
Okay.
Alright. Now, we may not have an unopened chest.
There was that one in the dungeon behind the gate that we couldn't open.
In the dungeon behind the gate we couldn't open. Oh. Let's go that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can always just find out what's in that chest as well. So I think this is just canonically how you get back to the dungeon.
Is it?
Is there another way?
There's... Oh, Yeah, because you got thrown in at the start.
Oh crap. I don't know if this actually...
Yeah, that may be a one-way thing there.
How do you get back into the dungeon?
We could head back to the library and try to figure out the swimming thing.
Hack ourselves to be swimmable? Try and figure out swimming in and/or no clip.
Mm-hmm. What was the ghost wizard's name?
Ghost Wizard? Chico.
Yeah, we could find his book.
See what he's doing to the environment and to us. I think I've got to resolve this.
Or you could load the later state.
Yeah. Universe tuning amulet. Tower level 1.
That would be the first library room, probably.
Whoops.
You were. So you were doing global and entities, weren't you?
Global and entities. I believe global is this direction. And entities is here. So we'll grab Alice.
Chico is probably in the zone for where you find him.
Yeah, Chico's not here. So we want the prison. Dork Forest, Dweeb Keep? I think it's Dweeb Keep. Let's find out. Yep, this is it.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know that we need a room. I think mostly we just want to find Chico. Alright. Let's open up him. Enable field. Okay. Perceptible radius. Dynamic category, coast category. Add dynamic and ghost.
They're probably bit fields.
And twice add dynamic and ghost. Oh, it's a different thing.
They're different shades of green.
Different, same shade of green.
This is a hazard of having all your variables be colors.
Yeah. And at least they're the same thing. Had circle sensor for it. And then there's an entity leave event. Huh. Enable interaction sensor? I feel like I'm not getting a lot. Obviously there's the ghost category stuff, but we got as much from our own book.
Mm-hmm.
Hope we have state generator. We don't actually need that. Let's see. Toggle ghost. Is ghost. And I think we tried always returning true from here, and that wasn't sufficient. I think we actually would need...
We need to change our physics category.
Yeah, we actually need to get some ghost category in our physics. Which is probably not trivial. On enter water.
Okay, so...
If not colliding water, go to 63. So at this point we're already colliding water and it's pulling up our solid position.
So what's the skip to 63? Where is 63 there?
63 is the end of the function.
So if we flip the not colliding water,
then it will always... Then we will fall through the earth. We will splash into the earth. Because
Okay.
we will always be falling into water except when we're on water. We will invert that behavior. I think that would be a very bad thing.
can we modify what the test is for then?
Let's see what we can do. Self get swimming component. Store it in purple. So we could change the swimming component. Obviously we can't change the arc. But we cannot change the swimming component. Okay.
Yeah, I think that is probably a class.
Okay,
Did we,
Okay. There's only one problem with that. You've taken out my info opacity. Alright. So then it loads it into that, get less collided.
so why is our hacking Okay, that's the thing.
So I can change the name of this function that it's calling. If not colliding water.
How about we zone before trying that, so if we end up constantly drowning, we can just restore.
Zone before trying that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I'm expecting to constantly drown as a result of that. But we can do it for science. I guess I didn't have to walk back in here.
You are a large file. So let's go find some water, I guess?
Oh. That is on enter water.
That was my thought.
Shrewd.
Oops. Whoops. Can we edit this room?
Yeah, we'll do that, but we have to get back to the library first. Which we could have done with the recall. But we don't need to. We can just outsmart the one guy. Alright. Tower. We need the tower room 1. Because we want out. Alright. On entrance trigger. Get Alice. Scene component. Play something. Well, let's figure out what this thing does. But no! Please don't do that. Wow. That's great. Give me my info capacity back. Holy smokes! Bob portrait? Bob?
Bob is your sprite.
Wow. You learn something new every day. Their internal name for the sprite is Bob.
That's actually the default name for him, too.
Huh.
You're Alice and Bob.
Well, I am fond of insert name here myself. I'll always be insert name here in my heart. Here we go. This is it.
Aha! That's fine. We will trigger it to open the doors when you trigger the trap.
Alright. Let's get out of here. Probably don't need to take it with me.
You're pretty confident that this solution will work?
Well, good point. Maybe it won't work. But, assuming it does work, I probably don't need to take the book with me. God, it's a trap! Oh no, neutralize!
Not much of a trap.
We'll just walk out the door.
I really like this game.
Here we go. This is such a... This game is like I'm saying the obvious, but this is... See how I fell off that ledge?
This game is what?
Are we going this way? No, we're not. Finding water. Oh! We're finding water.
Finding water.
There's some water up here.
Oh yeah. Now, let's see if you start drowning when you leave the water. Nope, we're good.
We did it! We gave ourselves water walking. Alright. So what's up here? Oh.
Oh, hi Swamp King.
But we can't get in.
Oh. Was that a door that closed behind you that is now closed in front of you?
Yeah. But that's fine. We don't need to brawl with the Swamp King. We'll take the back entrance.
It'll make it a lot easier to navigate now.
I keep wanting to give negative pushes on the rocks.
Not negative pushes, it's pushing at a negative distance is the thing.
Right. Excuse me. Oh, 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 oh.
Whoa. That's wild. That's
I'm
neither
a
an
little
exit,
nervous about that.
neither an exit nor a border.
So, we could bomb that treasure chest,
We could.
but I think it would be more fun if we bomb the big one.
Cruising along through the sewers.
I want to check something out. Never mind. I think enabling no clip would be challenging. You might be able to do it, but... Alright.
Yep, totally going that way.
Yep. We're here to fix the sewer sounds. Totes. Yeah. I suspected as much.
Oh. The pits are also water?
Yep. We're definitely not coming the right direction. Gate bars 2.
So, bomb the gate.
Let's try that. Unhackable gate init. Cryptic. Oh. Grab the hack fixture and destroy it. Cryptic.
Is there no way to get around that?
Oops. I didn't mean to open Chico's book. Port?
Let's check out that unhackable gate a bit more.
Okay. Control right? Oh, well, he's doing... Okay. Checking out unhackable gate a bit more. So all we've got is this init function.
So it is actually calling unhackablegate.init. It's assigning that to a variable and calling it later.
What are we using true for here?
Let's back up and look at the code again.
We're initializing an unhackable gate with a bunch of cryptic properties.
That looks suspiciously like a rectangle to me. How about we resize that rectangle?
Self layer, position X, position Y.
So, like, change the negative 115 to 0. Crystal's on the left there.
I'm gonna change this to 0.
Because if I'm right, that's what's creating the bounding box that you can't get through. We'll need to leave the room and re-enter, I think.
Yeah, that's the init function. It's not gonna get called again while we're standing here. Yeah, look at that. We did it. Oh, I see. 0, this is relative coordinates.
Yeah, it's the bounding box of the object.
About itself, about
Yeah,
its own
yeah.
position
So
coordinates.
we cut off the left side of it.
Alright. we took the left coordinate and went from negative 115 to exactly on top of the position coordinate, which it had as the dead center.
So let's bomb that chest first. Oh, we got the pedestal. Maybe the chest isn't bombable? Oh, there you go.
Treasure chest. On interact, set item, set artifact.
So this is the general purpose treasure chest script, it looks like.
Interactor, get inventory component.
So... yeah, so, it doesn't add anything to an inventory if we don't have an inventory.
Okay, so it grabs the item path. The item path exists. Inserts the item.
So that's it. It gets the item that it has and puts it in your inventory.
So the actual treasure chest doesn't have a lot of the business logic that we care about.
But it might be in the room definition.
We don't have the room definition.
You know, what we want is a shortcut to the library. That'd be handy.
Library route path.
Library route path? Those three words have nothing to do with each other.
So, it's my understanding that that's an Easter egg type thing. Yeah, so you can change where the library actually is directory structure wise. I've heard there's like a secret room in a different directory that you can get to with that.
Well, I am feeling rather satisfied for the moment.
Okay.
We have found the unfindable chest. Hacked our way in. Hacked the crap out of this game. Did not do a whole lot of slashing. Mostly hacking.
Mostly hacking.
I mean, even our sword swings were more hacks than slashes. It was more like hack and hack. Hack and keep hacking. Hack harder. Yeah. Cool game. Nice pick. Any final thoughts?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were some, like, pacing issues as a game, as you mentioned. The hazard of being a very sort of diverging from the traditional game path is that there's a lot less traditional knowledge to draw on. There haven't really been any games, as far as I know, that are quite like this one in terms of how much control it gives you over the game itself.
I think this game is rather long for a prototype, and rather rough for a full game.
Now, to be fair, I think it's hard to come up with more tools they could have given you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's only so many boundaries between, like, controlling everything and controlling very few things. Because there's no gating, really, on the types of things you can control as much.
Right. I do find this mechanic of going into the books and then exploring here and jumping in here, I find this very awkward. Mm-hmm. This feels like a very early, rough initial effort at this concept. Mm-hmm. In that, if this were a genre, future games would not do it like this, or if they did, they would do it like this only because somebody hasn't innovated and found a better way.
Right.
This feels really hard to decipher, which I think is the opposite of their intention. I think their goal is not to make this impenetrable, but rather to make it accessible, and I don't think they succeeded. I think they made it much more impenetrable than actual code is.
It doesn't
At
make
least
it,
to me.
Yeah.
Which, granted, And
I also get that they didn't want to just, like, put your character in front of a computer terminal and have you rewrite everything.
Right.
This keeps it in the paradigm of the game.
Yeah, and I do get that as well. I'm a little bit surprised that this is not a cyberpunk themed game. You know?
I get that, but I think part of its charm is that it's not.
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
I'm not criticizing the decision for sure. I'm just a little bit surprised that it wasn't.
The wizard isn't doing any actual magic, he's just messing with the game's code the way you are.
Yeah.
And you simply have the edge on him by virtue of being the protagonist.
Well, anyway, I think that'll do it. Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching with us.
Yeah.
Great game, huh?
See you next game.